Hello, today we are going to look at installing multiple Laravel applications in XAMPP for Windows. We're going to make use of Apache's virtual hosts configuration file to do this. First, we're going to create a projects directory in the XAMPP htdocs folder to hold our Laravel applications. I'm calling the folder projects, and I will cd into this folder. Once inside the folder, I'm going to use Composer to create the Laravel project. I'm going to call it Lara1. If you need to install Composer, please check out my other video on installing Composer in Windows 10. So once the project has finished installing, I'll do a quick directory listing, and then I will go ahead and start Apache and MySQL using the XAMPP control panel. Now in the browser, when I go to localhost, I can see the XAMPP dashboard. I can also browse to the project's Lara1 public folder to see the Laravel project. It would be nicer to use a URL like lara1.test, so we will set this up next. We can edit the virtual host's configuration file to add a virtual host for the Laravel project. We will uncomment the first virtual host, which will be our default host. So typing localhost will take us to the first Laravel project. As you can see, the path for our document route will take us into the Lara1 public folder, since Laravel serves its index file from its public folder. So after saving the file, we will make sure to stop and then start the Apache service in XAMPP control panel. Then in our browser, we can see the Laravel project by typing localhost. In order to use the lara1.test URL, we will also need to edit our hosts file in Windows. We will add the entry for this URL on a new line, then save the file. Then in our browser, we can use the URL lara1.test to open our project. So now let's create a second Laravel project called Lara2. Once installed, we can again edit our virtual hosts file and enable the second virtual host block. We can then restart Apache and update our Windows hosts file with the second URL. Now we can open the second Laravel project using the URL lara2.test. So let's go ahead and edit the welcome view page in our Lara1 project so that we can tell the difference between Lara1 and Lara2 when we visit them in the browser. So I'm going to open the resources views and welcome.blade.php, and then just below the body tag, I'm going to add an H1 tag, and I'm just going to say inside of that, this is the Lara1 application. Just to make it more obvious that we're on that particular one, I'm going to wrap it in strong tags. So once we've saved that, let's go and take a look in the browser and see what we have. So when we reload the Lara 1, we have our message. This is the Lara 1 application. And then we reload the Lara 2 and we don't get that message. So now we have multiple applications running in XAMPP for Windows.